Hello, I am so glad you joined me for this gentle Vinyasa class. This practice is beginner friendly. We practice using our breath to aid in our movement. So we match one breath per movement. A few poses we will be holding for a few breaths to really deepen the stretch. So peek at me when you need to, but also just let your body lead. Listen to your body, listen to your heart. Maybe change up something if we want to add in or take away any moves, and just have fun with it. We don't need any props for this practice, but if you would like to have blocks handy for half splits or lunges, things like that, you're welcome to grab them now, and we can get started. We begin today sitting in any comfortable seat of your choice, rooting down through the sit bones, pulling up through the crown of the head, finding a nice long spine. Taking a moment here to just come into the breath, filling the belly with breath, feeling it as it expands and contracts, feeling the breath as it warms and cools your nostrils. Maybe closing the eyes for a moment here. Taking about 3 rounds to center ourselves, to ground down into the mat, and to just come into this present moment for this practice. We can gently blink the eyes open. Take one inhale, and on your exhale, just turn the head to the right. Inhale, back to center, and exhale to the left. Taking about 3 of these on each side. Just opening up through the side of the neck, very easy, no forceful movements. One more round. And we meet back in neutral spine. Inhale, raise the arms high above the head. And exhale, plant the right hand, reaching the left over. Inhale, back up. And exhale, switch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist to the right. Big inhale. And twist to the left. Reaching up again. Exhale, take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold, taking the hands over the head. Inhale, lifting the chest back up, and release. Exhale. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side stretch. Shoot it over. Reaching back up. And the other side. Beautiful. Twist. Starting to really feel this matching of the movement and breath, this body-mind synchronization. Reaching up. And exhale, hands behind the back. Inhale, spread through the chest. And exhale, hands overhead. Good. Release back up. Gently release the hands. And take the feet, planting them in front of the hips. And we take a few just gentle windshield wipers. Just opening up the hips here. We'll be using them a lot today. So just taking a moment to warm them up. Beautiful. And whenever we feel nice and evened out, we will meet in tabletop facing the front of the mat, preparing for a few rounds of cat-cow. So finding our nice neutral spine here first. Hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrists, really spreading through the fingertips here. Inhale, lift the gaze, drop the belly, tilting the hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, press through the mat to round the back, tucking the tailbone in. Finding your own rhythm here, it does not have to match mine. Moving with your own breath in your own time. Maybe we find a little rib roll here, a little funky cat-cow. Stretching out the side body more, mobilizing through the hips, as well as through the spine. Taking about one more round and meeting back in tabletop. Grounding through this right hand, inhale, peel the left up high, and exhale, thread the needle. Coming to lie on the left ear, we'll stay here for about 2 breaths, really opening through the shoulder, using this right hand to press away from the mat. Beautiful. On your next exhale, gently press back up. Inhale, reach the left arm high, and exhale, plant it. Grounding through both hands, send this left leg back behind straight, flexing this foot, sending energy out through the heel, gazing between the hands, squeezing the glutes. Hold here. One more breath. Activating the core. Bend the knee, bring it in through the chest, and step into a low lunge, keeping the fingertips on the mat. One breath. Inhale. And exhale, send the hips back, half splits. Synchronizing breath to movement, shifting back on the inhale. And exhale, hips back. 2 more rounds. Feeling ourselves open a little bit more with every breath. Beautiful. Exhale back. And we meet back in low lunge. Big inhale, this time sweep the arms up overhead, sending the hips down into the mat. Exhale, revolve to the left, spreading the arms out wide, reaching for opposite sides of the room. Inhale, take the hands to heart center, and exhale, take this right elbow to the outside of the knee, pressing open, deepening this twist, gazing behind. One round of breath here. Exhale to gently frame that left foot. Take the foot back to meet the right and melt into child's pose. We'll stay here for a few breaths. So find your comfortable position and take a moment to release. This is a perfect time to set an intention for your practice, or just take a little check-in, see how you're doing. One more deep breath. And then exhale, gently lift up, coming back into tabletop where we repeat on the other side. Grounding through the left hand, inhale, peel the right up, big stretch, feeling this in the chest. And exhale, thread the needle. Really using this left hand to press open through the upper back, feeling the expansion there. Create as much space as we can. This beautiful twist. Exhale, press back up, inhale, reach. And plant the hand back down. Sending this right leg back, nice and strong, squeezing the glutes, grounding through the top of the foot and the fingers. Feeling the lengthening of the calf. Beautiful. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it in through the chest before planting it low lunge. Big inhale, reaching the chest forward, and exhale, half splits. Trying to keep the spine as long as we can. Inhale, rock forward, and exhale back. 2 more. Always coming back to the breath if the mind begins to wander away. And we meet in our low lunge, sweeping the arms up overhead, nice big reach, shoulders down. And exhale, revolve, open, jazz hands. Inhale, hands to heart center. And exhale, take your twist. 1 breath here. Planting the fingertips, this time tucking the left foot, stepping up to the top of the mat and forward fold. Keeping a nice bend in the knees here for this first one. Inhale, halfway lift, extend through the crown of the head. Hands can float to wherever feels comfortable on the legs. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, the head leads, reaching the arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Grounding down through the feet. We reach, inhale. And exhale, flat back, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the hands, coming back into plank pose and taking a nice strong vinyasa. Elbows tucked in by the sides. Inhale, untuck the toes. And exhale, rolling over into downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling out the feet here. Taking a moment to wake up the backs of the legs. Then gaze at the hands, bend the knees, and gently make your way to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, and exhale, Anjali Mudra. Last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, dive down. Halfway lift, and step or jump back to plank pose, taking vinyasa. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Gazing at the hands, gently walking up. And this time, slowly rolling up, trying to feel each vertebra as we slowly untuck. The chin is the last thing, and we find mountain pose. The palms open to the front. Ground through this left foot. Bring the right knee into the chest. Feel that hip crease. Find your balance. And then open to tree pose wherever you are. Not putting the foot on the knee, it can be on the ankle, the calf, or the inner thigh. Opening through the hips here. Hands come to heart center. We keep our balance here for 2 breaths. Grounding down through the left foot. Squaring the hips, opening, taking that knee back. Breathing. Then gently release the foot, taking the right hand to the right knee, and further opening. Left hand can float to the hips. Still trying to keep the hips square. And exhale, we gently cross the knee over the body, taking the left hand, reaching the right back, finding a little twist. Gaze comes wherever is comfortable. Beautiful. Exhale, back to center, and release it down. Shake it out a little bit. Then ground through the right foot. Bring the left knee into the chest. Give it a little hug first. And then make your way into tree pose. Wherever you are today, no judgments. Opening through the hip. Beautiful. Maybe we're swaying, rocking a little like a tree in the breeze. That's okay. I'm very wobbly today. Some days are like that. We breathe. Finding your focus point, straight ahead. One more breath. Open the hips just a little bit more. And then release the foot. Hand finds the knee. And we open. Listening to the sound of your breath. Exhale, finding our twist here. Reaching that left arm back. Beautiful. Coming back to center, releasing the left foot, taking the feet wider than the mat, or we can turn to the side of the mat. And just folding over the legs, but letting the head hang. We can grasp opposite elbows. So we're feeling a nice hamstring stretch here. We're grounding through the outer edges of the feet, but we're letting the head hang. Maybe we shake out some tension. Maybe we find a little sway, whatever feels good to you. We're here for one more breath. And then keeping your hips square, we can release the hands down towards the mat, bending this right knee and straightening the legs and bending the left. Straighten. Exhale to bend. Straighten. Beautiful. One more time each side for the side runner's lunge. And gently heel toe the feet underneath the hips and come down onto the bum. If we turned to the side of the mat, we can now face the front. Finding bound angle pose, sending the soles of the feet together. Putting the knees down towards the mat, but reaching up through the crown of the head. Opening through the groins, maybe using the big toes to pull the chest forward. Finding a little bit more room. Taking a few breaths here, coming back to our natural breathing pattern if we got the blood pumping a little bit. Maybe closing the eyes, revisiting our intention for this practice if you made one. And we can exhale, release the feet, and take a little forward fold. You can round through the back here. Give yourself a little hug. A little self-love goes a long way. And give yourself permission to release whatever you no longer need to carry with you here. Let it go on your next exhale. Maybe we audibly exhale it out. And on your next inhale, gently raise the chest. We're going to straighten the legs, coming into staff pose, flexing the feet, again, grounding down through the sit bones, nice long spine, taking a moment here to roll the shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall and proud. Take one deep breath. And then bending the right knee, take the foot into the left thigh, making sure the hips are square to the front. Finding length on the inhale, and exhale, fold over the leg. We'll stay here for one more breath, not too long. Inhale to lift the chest, slowly walk the hands back, extend the right leg, and take the left in. One breath to lift, and then slowly fold, walking the hands out. Beautiful. Inhale to lift. Come back to center. Extend the left leg back in staff pose. And then rocking into boat pose. So extend the arms in front. Come back onto the balance part of your sit bones, taking the shins parallel to the mat. We hug the navel into the core. Hug the navel into the core. Hug the navel into the spine as we lift the chest as close to the legs as we can. That makes a little bit more sense. Rolling the shoulders back, nice long spine. You got this. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2. You're so strong. 1. And release the back, keeping the legs parallel to the mat. We can plant the arms, palms facing down on the mat. And then tap the right foot down and the left. 5 times each side. See, we're still connecting to the core. We're turning on the abdominal wall here. Beautiful. A little bit of heat to end our practice today. And once we're even, we can plant the left foot, cross the right ankle over the left knee, and then hug both knees into the chest. Taking a nice glute stretch here, making sure both feet are flexed. On this next exhale, see if we can pull the legs in just a little bit more. And gently release to switch sides. Maybe using the elbow to gently open the left knee just a little bit more. Breathing nice and even. One more breath. Beautiful. Planting both feet down, preparing for bridge pose. Feet are hip width apart. Plant the hands. And on your next exhale, send the hips up, squeezing through the glutes. Nice and active here. Holding for 2, 1. Keeping the hands planted, ground through this left foot. And raise the right, extending the leg nice and long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Ground through the right foot and extend the left, still sending the hips up. 5, 4, you're almost done. 3, 2, 1, and release. We can let the hips fall back to the mat and we take the knees into the chest, maybe finding little hip circles. Or maybe we rock a little side to side, we soothe the lower back, give it a little massage. Whenever you're ready, we can gently extend the left leg, crossing this right knee over for a little twist. I invite you to close the eyes and tap into your feeling physical body, tuning out mental distractions or maybe audible distractions. Coming back to the breath. Exhale, return to the back, extending the right leg, and gently crossing the left knee over, making your way into your twist. Finding a few more moments of calm for yourself. Noticing how you feel now as this practice comes to an end. And whenever you're ready, we can gently find our way back onto the back, extending both legs, coming into our final resting pose. Corpse pose, palms face up towards the ceiling. We're ready to receive. Finding our breath once again, beginning to melt down, letting the muscles become heavy. Taking a short body scan, maybe noticing somewhere we're still holding some tension, and consciously, lovingly release it, let it go. Softening in the forehead and the jaw, loosening the tongue from the roof of the mouth, maybe slightly opening the mouth, parting the lips, finding a few moments of stillness. Calming down the mind and the nervous system. Breathing at your natural rhythm. Surrendering down into the earth as it supports you and holds you. We can gently begin to come back into the body, into the room. Maybe wiggle the fingers, blink the eyes open. And whenever you're ready, you can gently roll to one side and press up to a sitting position. Taking one final breath together, I thank you for sharing your practice with me today. The light in me honors the unique and loving light in you, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Namaste, my friend.